Welcome back, everybody, to Top 10 Tuesdays. Derek here. This week, we're supposed to do werewolf films, but I only own 6 of them, so I'm going to have to do another sub this week. Maybe in the future, I'll maybe do like a double header or another sub video. A double header would be cool. So, what I thought for my theme that I'm going to sub this week, I thought of something really special to honor the other dudes. Because I myself have been watching Top 10 Tuesdays and buying titles from them because I learn about films that I never heard before and check them out. So I'm going to do a Top 10 Tuesday of films that I bought on Top 10 Tuesdays. It's kind of interesting and neat. I thought of it. Pretty cool. Alright, so let's get into the list, guys. First up, number 10, we got Super Infrared Man. Matt from You and Your Horror Movies had this on his Asian Horror Week. This is like a Ultraman kind of film where it's like this guy fighting all these monsters and stuff. It's pretty cool. I had a blast with this. Yeah, Infrared Man from the Shaw Brothers Studios. Infrared Man, number 10. Number 9, we got Moods did like a rape revenge week for Revenge Week. He did a bunch of like top 10 rape revenge films. He actually reviewed this on Body Bags too, but I never like knew more about it and stuff. I wanted to see the cover. And it's a pretty cool edition too. Bays Moyes. This is like a awesome like rape revenge film. Arrow Video put this out, this edition. This edition's awesome. It's got special features. Bays Moyes, awesome film. Wicked graphic too. Number 8, we got Moods, I think, showed this off, and I think it was either holiday horror or Canadian horror, because it's a Canadian flick. So I'm trying to think which film or episode he actually showed this film off in. Ghost Keeper. It's an awesome movie. I picked this up when the Code Red store was open. Good slow burn. I actually showed this in my last video, the video response I did for films I think that need a Blu-ray release. Yeah, Ghost Keeper I picked up. Sounded interesting. I like the plot. The cover is badass on that DVD cover though. Yeah, Ghost Keeper, number 8. Number 7, we got another film that I picked up actually with Ghost Keeper at the Code Red sale. This was on a few of the Top 10 Tuesdays for Zombie Week. The Dead Pit. This movie's fucking awesome. Great zombie film atmosphere. It has like a slow build up to it, but the ending really pays off. Dead Pit's awesome. So that's at number 7. Number 6, Zach, movie guy 666, actually, he wasn't doing horror comedies that week. He did movies that made him laugh. And I had to check this one out because the way he described it. And just the cover alone. Animalada. Oh, this movie's a blast. I had fun with this. It's not for everyone. It's basically about a man who goes on a homicidal rampage after he falls in love with a sheep. That cover just made me dying laughing when Zach showed this off in his top 10. Yeah, Animalada is a fun film. I really enjoyed that one. Alright, we're at number 5. Number 5. I think Dubby and Mood showed this on Disease Week. It's a director I always wanted to check out. I just never knew like what category of films or which films were his. I heard of him, but I never actually seen any of them until like started watching Moods videos and Top 10 Tuesdays. I picked up, well, actually, Matt, the guy who does Top 10 Tuesdays, I did a trade with him. He actually picked this up for me, The Grapes of Death. I love this movie. It has an awesome atmosphere. Yeah, look at that. Grapes of Death has awesome atmosphere, cinematography. Gene Roland's like one of my favorite directors now because of the Top 10 Tuesdays. I have owned a bunch of his films. Yeah, Grapes of Death, awesome flick. Number 4, Matt actually put this one in his list for films that he would recommend to a new horror fan. And he said that his would be like, he chose like different other films that he thought would, because the films Matt usually recommends are like creature features, and he said these films are wicked solid in his video, I remember correctly. So at number 4 we got The Millennium Bug. This movie, badass. Look at that cover. It starts out as like a Hills Have Eyes, or like Wrong Turn movie where like this couple like gets attacked by like a hillbilly clan, and it turns into a full-blown creature feature, like giant monster movie halfway through the movie, and they have to like band together with the hillbillies or inbreds. This thing is huge too. It's like a giant bug. Look at that cover. That's what you get. This movie's awesome. Millennium Bug. Yeah. Even in like the comments, Matt was like, yeah, you def gotta like grab the Millennium Bug. Millennium Bug, awesome flick. At number 3, we have a black and white film from France from 1960. This was on a few of the cats, like top 10 for the black and white week. So I actually just picked this up during the Criterion sale. I seen it before, after they did it was on TMC, so I did watch it. I loved it, so I eventually picked up a copy of it. Eyes Without a Face. This is an awesome movie. I love the setting, the atmosphere. The black and white is fantastic. Yeah, Eyes Without a Face at number 3. Alright, number 2. Moods actually had this in his top 10 for black and white week too. He talked about one film on it, but later on he recommended this set to me in like his comments when he did a review for the on body bags for the documentary that's included, the Coffin Joe collection. So he picked Midnight I Will Take Your Soul as one of his films in his top 10 for black and white week. Yeah, I fell in love with Coffin Joe after I own them all now. I got the last one in the trilogy from Synapse, released it, so I picked this up. Fell in love with the character, just to look at him too. Like, he has these long fingernails, and like how Moog described it in his top 10 about when he's playing poker with the bottle, and he just has these giant fingernails, and his character is like amazing, backstory and everything. Yeah, Coffin Joe collection I picked up from Top 10 Tuesdays. And number 1, a bunch of the cats had this on their top 10s for Disease Week, and I agree, like, it's my number 1 film on this top 10 list. I Drink Your Blood. Yeah. If you want to see like a gross out, like, disease horror film, it's actually, I consider this like a revenge film too, in a way, because what happens is this cult of like hippies rapes this girl, and then the grandfather goes over and they drug him with LSD, and so a little boy puts rabies that he shot a dog with rabies in it, and then he takes blood from the dog and puts in meat pies. Yeah. Awesome flick. And then everyone else in the town starts getting infected. I Drink Your Blood's awesome. So that's at number 1. Top 10 Tuesdays are an important part of collecting for me because I always learn about new titles and stuff. So, yeah, definitely check out and subscribe to the other guys. Mood 616, Double Shot J, Zach, Movie Guy 666, Matt, You and Your Horror Movies, Kyle, the Horror File, W Doubles. Miss you, buddy. I hope you do some videos soon. Get on there. Peace out, guys.